Good morning. Today, we're going to talk about the last 100 days of the year, 90 days until Christmas, how to stick to your goals this time. Just going to do a quick sound check. Make sure everybody can hear me. It says I'm live, but can you just, if you can hear me okay, just comment below. If you're watching this live, hit 5. If you're watching this on replay, hit 8 because you're late. Today, we are talking about, the last 90 days until Christmas, the 100 days until the end of the year. I think it's very important. And basically how to stick to your goals this time, how to lose weight if you haven't done so for years, right? Because change in anything, especially weight loss, is hard. You've probably noticed that. You've been battling your weight struggles for a while. And we all want to become better people. We want to be healthier. We want to be stronger. We want to look good. We want to be happier. We want to be more skilled. We want to be a better friend. We want to be a better partner. We want to be a better member of the family. And even if we get really inspired and start doing things better, it's actually difficult to stick to new behaviors, which I'm sure you're aware. It's actually more likely that, hey, this time next year, like your New Year's resolutions of this year, you're going to be doing the same thing, performing, just basically being stuck. Why is that? Is there anything you can do to make the change easier? All right. If I think about just my partner, right? My fiance is great at remembering everything from people's names to every minute detail. Even I may be exaggerating here, but what she ate on 20th of November 2012 or something like that. But she sort of told me a story that happened like the first day of the class at secondary school, right? A lot of the students have never met before that day, and teacher goes around the room, asks each person to introduce themselves. At the end of the day, the teacher's asking, does anybody remember everyone's name? And of course, Viola would raise her hand and go around the room and just name everybody. Everybody's shocked, and I'm not very good at this. I don't remember people's names, even if I've just met you 2 minutes ago. But it was an experience for her. After that, she's like, I'm really good at remembering things. Now, what I learned from that story is, in order to believe in an identity, we have to prove it to ourselves. And the key to building lasting habits is focusing on creating a new identity first, right? Your current behaviors right now are simply a reflection of your current identity. What you do now is a mirror image of the type of person you believe that you are, either consciously or subconsciously. So to change your behavior for good, you need to start believing new things about yourself. You need to build identity-based habits, right? Imagine how we typically set goals. We might start by saying, I want to lose weight. I want to run 5 kilometers nonstop. Now, if you're lucky and you have somebody in your life that challenges that and goes, great, that's great, but let's try and be a bit more specific. Then you go, okay, I want to lose a stone. I want to lose 10 kilos. I want to run 5 kilometers in 40 minutes, right? Nonstop. Now, these goals are centered around the outcome and not the identity. So to understand what I mean, consider that there's 3 levels at which change can occur. Right? That is what's happening. For some reason, let me just double check. I don't think I can speak when that's up. I'm just checking. Yeah. Right. I can't speak when that thing's up for some reason, but that is the 3 levels of change. I was speaking when that was up, and nothing was coming through. I need to work out how to do that. But that's the 3 levels of change. You have outcomes, processes, identity. I'm going to put it on the screen quickly one more time. I won't speak this time, but just so you know. Right. This is the 3 levels of change of where it occurs. So now I'm just going to knock that off. Right. So I hope that kind of you get an understanding there, because the first layer is changing your outcomes. This level is concerned with changing your results, losing weight, losing those 5 kilos, running that 5 kilometers in whatever it is, 5 in 40 minutes. It might be winning a particular writing competition that you're doing, or knitting competition, whatever it is. Most of the goals that you set are associated with this level of change. The second layer is changing your process. This level is concerned with changing your habits and your systems, implementing a new routine at the gym, doing the non-negotiables that we do inside the MYM Club, your daily tasks. It could be decluttering your desk for better workflow. It could be improving your meditation practice because you're a stress head. Most of the habits that you build are associated with this level. And then the third and deepest layer is changing your identity. This level is concerned with changing your beliefs, your worldview, your self-image, your judgments about yourself and others. And most of the beliefs, assumptions, and biases you hold are around that level, right? That middle level, the deeper level. Outcomes are about what you get. Processes are about what you do. And identity is about what you believe. So when it becomes to building habits that last, when it comes to building a system of 1% improvements, the Kaizen theory that we believe in, the 1% better every day, the problem is that not one level is better or worse than another. All levels of change are useful in their own way. Now, the problem is the direction of change. Many people begin the process of changing their habits by focusing on what they want to achieve, the outcome. That leads to outcome-based habits. And the alternative is to build identity-based habits. Now, with this approach, we start by focusing on who we wish to become. And there's a reason why as soon as you join the MYM Club, what happens? We get you to write a letter to yourself, Dear Future Me. On the initial call, I'm getting you to paint a picture of who you are, who this person is, so that we're visualizing this identity, because I don't know who she is. Maybe you didn't before that chat. So we get an idea of who this individual is that you want to be. So we're starting to shape that identity, right? Because changing your beliefs isn't nearly as hard as you think, right? There's 2 steps. Number 1 is decide the type of person that you want to be. Number 2 is prove it to yourself with small wins, like we do every single day with our 6 non-negotiables. So first, decide who you want to be. And this holds at any level, right? As an individual, as a team, as a community, part of the community, if you're part of your church, as part of your, if you're British, if you're American, if you're Canadian or Australian or even Kiwi, right? What do you stand for? What are your principles? What are your values? What do you wish to become? These are big questions, and many people aren't sure where to begin, but they do know what kind of results they want, right? I want to get back to a size 10. I want to get into my red dress that I haven't fitted into for 10 years. I want to feel less anxious. I want to, all of these things. I want to improve I want to stop bloating. These are all outcome based. That's fine. Start there and work backward from the results that you want to be the type of person who could get those results. Ask yourself, who is the type of person that can get the outcome that I want? What does she look like? Right? Now, here's how you make it work in real life, right? You want to lose 10 kilos? The identity could be, I am the type of person who moves more every day. I'm the type of person who, if I set a target of steps, I'm gonna do it, right? Here's a small win. You get yourself a cheap pedometer for like £10 off Amazon, whatever. And then you're like, all right, I'm going to set myself a target of 5,000 steps, whatever. Or it could be, let's say you're really sedentary and you've got like 1,000, you do like maybe 500 steps a day. You could buy a pedometer and go, I'm going to walk 50 steps when I get home from work today. And tomorrow I'm going to walk 60 or 100. And after that, I'm going to do 150. And then after that, I'm going to do a bit more. And then 5 days after adding these steps every single day, you've accumulated, let's say you do 50, you've accumulated it, and you're walking, by the end of, if you're working on 1% better, by the end of the year, you're walking 10,000 steps a day. Now, of course, it's slow, but it's improvement, and that's all you're after, right? If you want to become better at running the 5 kilometers, I want to be better at running 5 kilometers. I want to be quicker. Become the type of person who never misses their runs, never misses a workout on their runs. All right, small win. I was able to get, even if it's not a 5K, I was able to get a short 1.5 kilometer interval running Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I do my longer runs on Tuesday and Saturday, for example. Think about how you can show yourself winning, even ever so smallly, so you give yourself that confidence that it is possible. Because identity, like, if you want to become a better friend, what's the thing you can do, right? You can let the identity of the better friend or the better family member is the person that always stays in touch. Quick message, call, simple thing. I'm always striving for this, to be a better son. So I'm trying to contact my mum more, right? Let's say I call her at least once a week. It's probably it's around that now, maybe once or twice a week now. But let's say every Saturday I call her. Now, if I repeat that consistently, obviously I get a closer relationship with my mum. But if you were to do that with your friends, let's say you call a different friend every month or so, then by the end of, that's 12 friends that you've contacted, old friends that you contacted, right? In my experience, when you want to become better at something, proving your identity to yourself is far more important than getting the amazing results of 10 kilos, right? This is especially true at first. Like, if you want to get motivated and inspired, of course, watch this video, listen to your favorite song, whatever. But don't be surprised if you're pumped up now, and then a week later you're like, oh, tired. We can't rely on motivation. You have to become the type of person you want to be, and that starts by proving your new identity to yourself, right? Most people, myself included, will want to become a better version in 2024. In the next 90 days, I want to constantly improve. Many of us, however, will set performance and maybe even appearance-based goals in hopes that, hey, I'm gonna, it's gonna drive me to do things differently this time. If you're looking to make a change, stop worrying about results, start worrying about identity. Become the type of person who can achieve things that you want to achieve. Build those identity-based habits now, because those results are going to come later. It's about identifying the type of person that you want to be. And if you don't know who that is, sit with who that is. Sit with yourself and think about who that is. Who am I? Who am I at, there's a couple of our members here. Who am I at 60 kilos? She knows who I'm talking about. She's watching now. Who am I at 60 kilos? How am I with the grandkids? And you build that identity, and that, along with the processes, will give you the outcomes. I'm just going to quickly double check. I'm going to quickly have a look if anybody is got any questions. Good morning. Morning, Trisha. Morning, Leanne. Hey, Sharon. How are you going? Hello, Mother. Sharon's in the building. Mary, hey. You're not on replay. We're live right now. Sharon. Oh, my God. Sharon Keith. Haven't heard from you for a while. How are you going? Hello, Sarah. Patty. Legends in the building today. Does anybody have any questions? It's just a quick one. This is a brilliant one, right? So mine has been to make sure I attend water aerobics twice a day. I think you mean twice a week, don't you, Mary? I mean, that's very keen if you're doing twice a day. 14 times a week? Let me know. I'm pretty sure that's a week. But that's even still, that's amazing. Hey, Bella, how you going? Anybody got any twice a week, not twice a day? Yes, yeah, she's corrected herself. I was about to say, Eager Beef, are you going for the Olympics? Does anybody have any questions? I wanted to discuss that today, so that we are aware that we know what is possible when you've got the support, when you've got the processes. But now it's time to shift the identity into somebody that you want to become. All right, because just a quick one, if you're 20 kilos overweight, the chances are that you've built an identity that wasn't conducive to optimal health, right? A bit of a glutton. Been there before. We've all been there. I believe most of us watching this have been overweight, even if it's 5 kilos, even if it's 10 kilos. We've all been there. We've kind of maybe lost ourselves a bit. That's where the kind of self-esteem, the confidence dips off, because you are not recognizing yourself. You're not recognizing the identity that you are right now, and it's time to shift that. So that is all. No questions I see, which is fantastic. I hope everyone is having a smashing week. Let's push out the next solid 90 days. Obviously, if you're watching this and you're not a member of the MYM Club, drop myself or Viola a message to see if we can help. There is probably chances that you are not, that we can't help, because sometimes there's just a vibe, maybe we just don't get along, and we protect the culture of our group very much so. So there's no guarantee we can help, but if we are invited to work with us, and we can create some magic together. Just drop us a message, because for some reason Facebook has blocked me from messaging people for 24 hours. But just drop us a message, and we'll see if we can help. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Good evening, and good night to Sharon, Leanne, Marie. I think that's all the American. Oh, Sharon as well, Sharon Keith. To all and Patty, to all the Australians and the Kiwis. I hope you have a fantastic week. Message us if you need anything. We'll speak to you soon.